Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making kind of a different video. I posted on Facebook last night that I had meal planned all of our meals for the next 2 weeks, and I got a lot of comments asking for recipes and what kind of things I'm making and how I incorporate new things into the rotation of like, you know, our staple things that I make. So I just thought I'd share with you how I meal plan and then what I'm going to be meal planning, or what I have planned for the next 2 weeks. So when I meal plan, I sit down the Thursday before payday because we always go grocery shopping on payday. It's just kind of the easiest way to do it for us. So what we do, or what I do, is I go on Pinterest, and that's usually where I get my ideas for a recipe for dinners and stuff. Usually I'll find like a recipe or something that I like to eat, but if I don't like their recipe, I'll ask like my friend Lena. She's got this really good recipe for, like, I don't know what it is. It's like, it's not like a chili, and it's kind of like a soup. I don't remember what it's called, but it's delicious. And whenever I make it, it's never as good as hers. And I don't know how, because I do it the exact same way she does. But hers is just way better. Anyway, or I ask my mom, or ask my sister how they make theirs. But usually, I mean, everything kind of just comes from Pinterest. So, I plan 2 days of cooking, and then we have 1 day of leftovers. And then I do 2 days of cooking, and then we have 1 day of leftovers. It's just it just works out the best for me and my husband, since it's just the two of us. And if you have a bigger family, you might need to cook more so that you have more leftovers on your day of leftovers. It just depends on the size of your family and how your family eats. That's just how it works for ours. So, yeah, anyway, I'll just jump right into what we're cooking. So this meal plan is for January 30th through February 13th. So on the 30th, we are going to have chicken parmesan, which is tonight. And I'm making that in the crock pot, and this is the first time I've ever made it, so hopefully it's really good. And then the 31st, we are having meatloaf and mashed potatoes, because my husband was like, why don't I was watching Food TV or something, and I think it was like Giada at Home or something like that, and she had made meatloaf, or whoever it was, they made meatloaf, and my husband was like, why don't you ever cook like that? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I cook for you all the time, shut up. It's like, geez, if you're so grumpy about it, why don't you cook your own meals, mister? I was just like, seriously? So now I'm gonna make meatloaf for him. Which I like meatloaf, but whatever. Anyway, so then the first we're gonna have leftovers, and then the second, I'm gonna make tomato soup and tomato pesto mozzarella paninis, and just kind of keep it really simple that day. We got a George Foreman grill, or like a panini grill, whatever it is, from his mom a while back, and we've never used it. So I was like, I need to step up my game. I need to use that thing, and I love paninis. And so then on the 3rd, I'm gonna make ribs in the crock pot, which again, I've never done. So I hope that turns out really well. If not, I always kind of keep stuff on hand for like a backup plan. Usually canned soup, because then if that fails, I can just make canned soup really fast. And then the 4th, we're gonna have leftovers again. The 5th, I'm gonna make caprese pasta. We eat a lot of pasta because it's really filling, it's really cheap, and you know, because I don't work, I'm a stay-at-home wife, and my husband, we only live on my husband's income. So we have to budget really well for just, you know, to be able, so that I am able to stay home. So we cook a lot of pasta, we cook a lot of, I mean, there is a high carb diet at our house, because it's just, it fills you up and it keeps you full. So then the next day, I've never made caprese pasta either, so we'll see how that one goes. I'm gonna make buffalo chicken salad, which is really good. It's really, really easy. I just make buffalo chicken in the oven and then make salad. There you go. It's super fast, it's super easy, it's really good. We eat a lot of buffalo chicken too, because we both like spicy food. And then the 7th, we're gonna have leftovers. The 8th, I'm gonna make a whole chicken in the crock pot, which is probably one of my favorite things. It's so stinking good. It's so good. And it has a lot of leftovers, so I use those leftovers for tons of things, like chicken enchiladas, chicken sandwiches, chicken salad, just a bunch of different things. And then on the 9th, I'm going to use that leftover chicken to make chicken paninis, and it's probably going to be the pesto panini, the same thing as the other paninis, just with chicken in them. And then on the 10th, I'm going to make leftovers. On the 11th, I'm making coconut chicken curry with rice. My sister actually had this recipe, and she made it, and she said it was delicious, and then that was like a long time ago, and I've been meaning to make it. I just keep forgetting, and then I saw it on my Pinterest board, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make that. Because I just love curry. I think I'm so excited to make that. And then the 12th, I'm making smothered burritos. There used to be a restaurant that my husband and I would go to when we lived in Utah that had smothered burritos, and there's no restaurant here that makes them. So I found a recipe that's a little bit like it. It's not the exact same, but it's kind of the same idea. So I try to make those for my husband whenever I can. They're really not healthy at all, but they're so good. So good. So yeah, I have a lot of new recipes the next 2 weeks because I just got in this mood that I really wanted to try to make new things. And I try and make a new thing every week. I like really try to do that because it keeps it from getting boring, and I like to try new food. I have no problem trying new food. My husband doesn't either. He'll kind of eat whatever you put in front of him. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. I like it, if you just constantly, it helps if you write it down and meal plan, because then when you go grocery shopping, you only buy those ingredients, so then you have to make it. People ask me how I incorporate new things like that. That's just how I do it. I force myself to do it. And then I don't cook the healthiest dinners because I tried to do that for a while and my husband was gonna kill me. He hated it. He was so upset. I was making spinach and couscous and just all this healthy stuff because I got on a health kick, and I was like, well, if I'm and he just, he was not okay with it. It was a lot of vegetarian meals and stuff like that, and he was just like, no, you can't be cooking like this. So normally throughout the day I eat pretty healthy, and then dinner I kind of do whatever, but I've tried to cook or to, eat healthier stuff, but my dinners I just kind of do whatever. I like to eat, so, and I'm not gonna sacrifice eating good food just so that I can look hot, so I don't really care. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be making for the next 2 weeks. Let me know if there are any of those recipes that you guys want, and I can leave them in the description box, and I'll just link the where I found the recipe. I'll just link it into the description box, or I can send it to you or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow because I'm gonna make a video when my husband's at work. Anyway, bye guys.